It's no secret that everyone hates MWZ, but what if I told you that the answer to all of our problems was actually just right under our noses? You see, MW3 Season 2 brought back a game mode called Horde Point from Call of Duty World War II, and in it they use spawn systems from Onslaught and Cold War. Yes, that's right, I think Onslaught returning is the answer to the MWZ problem. So let's hop into some Onslaught so I can tell you exactly why this is the perfect solution. So this is Onslaught. It is a side mode from Cold War that a lot of people probably actually kind of forgot existed. The basic fundamentals of the mode was just that you would spawn in on a multiplayer map. In this case here, I'm doing a gunfight map. Ooh, armor. And what would happen is you follow around a purple orb, and you have to kill zombies while you're inside the orb, and every couple waves, a big elite boss zombie spawns, and you hope that they drop the loot that you need to keep surviving. Very, very simple formula. The map isn't even changed, it's literally just a multiplayer map. Now, on launch, this mode really wasn't very well liked, it wasn't very well fleshed out, and it was kind of just, like, really poor. Also, it was a PlayStation exclusive for a full year, so if you were on Xbox or PC, you didn't even get to play it, which kind of sucks. Here you go, so we're on the third wave, which means that it spawned in a special enemy. This Mimic is having a little bit of trouble, but I have a purple gun, so it's not really a problem. And every time you kill a boss, they drop a bunch of loot. They'll drop a perk, they'll drop a couple guns, maybe a kill streak. We got a 1911 here, sweet. So I've told you all these things about this mode, so even if you've never played it, you can kind of understand the gist of it. And so you probably can tell that, yeah, okay, this is a very low effort piece of content, right? They just put spawn systems. I've actually never seen a Mimic's body before, I'm gonna be honest. Like, the Mimic usually just, like, disappears. What? Obviously, MW3 is in desperate need of a low-effort mode because it seems like, you know, the staff is all being laid off and everybody is just, like, dying and quitting on the game. And it's not even Season 3 yet. And I think that this would be the perfect solution because, first off, MW3 already has all of the Onslaught mechanics in it. Horde Point has those yellow and purple orbs I was talking about that spawn in clusters of zombies around the map. That's already in the game. You can go play it right now. Next, MWZ actually already has a loot drops set up. You know, when you kill a special enemy in MWZ, there's a chance that they'll drop an ether tool or a gun or something like that. So that's already set up. Like, see how they're doing that right now? When I kill them, they're dropping whatever. Let's drop a Molotov on this guy and Ring of Fire, and it's just over instantly. Oh, we got a shotgun. I want a shotgun. Now, the reason I think that this is the solution to our problems is because, well, no, it is not the round base that everybody wants. It is, I think, the most logical and reasonable solution that could potentially happen. And because of that, I think it's really important that we actually, you know, kind of like talk about it, because I think we should, like, make, you know, the people at High Moon Studios, who I believe who have taken over Zombies development now, potentially aware that this is like, yeah, sure, maybe you don't have a specific Onslaught mode developed in the IW9 or 8 engine or whatever, so it would have to obviously be, you know, constructed, and they have to go through all the maps and, you know, make sure everything works and isn't broken. But even then, I think that's still probably less effort than developing new maps and all the content that they're struggling to do. So Modern Warfare 3, actually, I counted, has 27 default multiplayer maps right now. That includes Gunfight. There are 4 Gunfight maps. And the reason it's important to know Gunfight maps is because there's a game mode called Onslaught Containment, which is what I'm playing right now, where you're on gunfight maps instead of normal maps, and there's no purple orb. You literally just spawn in on the map and just shoot a bunch of zombies, and like that's it. And I think it was actually, ooh, Pack-a-Punch. I think it was actually the better mode to play because there's no orb. You don't have to do an objective. You can just sit here and shoot zombies to your heart's content, and I think that's just what a lot of people want out of Modern Warfare 3 right now. At the very least, I think it would hold people over for a little bit. And there are also 3 Vortex maps. Now, Vortex, I didn't cover it on this channel because I was gone, but Vortex was the mode that came out during Christmas where you had these 3, like, weird zombies-inspired maps that had way too much effort put into them, and then you would play on them and everyone would like fight for a ray gun. Those are obviously perfectly zombies themed, and if they don't think that they can develop the Onslaught systems that can work on every single, you know, all 30 maps, just make it go on the 3 Vortex maps that, you know, look zombies themed and call it a day, right? Go ahead and tell me if that's a crazy idea, but I really don't think that it is. I think it's such a good idea because it's the direct counter to Onslaught. It's like, if you remember when, so think about Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, right? They would release with one big map, right? Shadows of Evil, Transit, and then a smaller map would come with it. In Black Ops 2, we got Nuketown, which was just a small survival map. In Black Ops 3, we got The Giant, which was a small survival map. In Cold War, we did get D Machina. We also got Dead Ops Arcade, and we got Onslaught if you were on PlayStation. Ooh, there's an ether tool. I got a gold gun already, and a level 2 armor plate, and a double pack? Oh my god. That was an insane loot drop. See, like, things like that are cool. Like, I got that loot drop and it was just, like, insanely good. So, right, if I go back to what I was talking about the contrast, so MWZ is really large and it's slower paced, right? Matches take about an hour. This is a really small, really fast pace. It's the direct opposite, which I think is exactly what people need right now. I don't think right now people need a full-on proper round-based experience. I'm sure they would love it, but I don't think that is necessarily what is needed right now. That is just what is wanted right now. I think something like this might be more up the alley of what is needed right now. A lot of people will probably disagree with me because this mode was not very popular. Now it's seen a lot of resurgence. Now it seems like people kind of, you know, accept it. Another big important aspect of it would be the updatability. This is an easily updatable mode because in theory, say they don't want to do the implementation of all the 30 multiplayer maps because, you know, they just don't have time or whatever. They could just do it for every new map that they make, and every new map that they make, they could go, okay, while we're making this, let's go ahead and add some systems for Onslaught so that it makes sure that Zombies players always get at least some form of content, right? No matter what. As long as, if multiplayer is getting content, so is Zombies. Obviously, it's kind of lackluster Zombies content. It's not really high effort, but it is still something that you can just put on there. And as we've seen with, like, you know, Season 2, that's kind of important. I killed him so fast. Wow. Ooh, we got a purple shotgun and an RCXD and a pack-a-punch. Ooh, give me that. I gotta say, I love this shotgun so much. It's a great shotgun. I don't think any shotguns in MW3 like even come close to this. I mean, granted, I haven't like tried them all, so I'm kind of just talking on my ass, but so you could like turn on the RCXD and you just park it and it works like a monkey bomb and they all chase it and it just sits here and like kills them for you. It's like an AFK machine. If you had to like go to the bathroom or something, you could just pull one of these out and you're safe for like 30 seconds. Yeah, I think that the updatability of the mode would really provide something that MWZ just isn't right now, because like normally, you know, we see festive updates in the past couple of years for Zombies, you know, like with Cold War, we saw tons of festive updates. Cold War had tons of little micro updates and festive updates. Like if you go onto the lobby menu where, you know, you can sit there and look at all the different modes that you can play, you know, there's like 8 different like variant modes of the game modes that are already in the game. Like there's Onslaught Containment, what I'm playing right now. There's like Holiday Onslaught modes. There was Onslaught, I don't forget what it's called, but there's one more, it's just like faster. It was Spaz 12. I might have to take that. We had that Halloween event in Forsaken. Everyone loved that one, right? The Halloween event where the zombies would drop the jack-o'-lanterns that it would like give you stuff. And that was super popular. Things like that are relatively low effort that MWZ is just surprisingly not getting. We didn't get anything for Christmas or for Halloween or just like anything like that, and it was kind of just like, okay, like, and I think that the whole issue here with the game is more of just a scheduling issue with like management in Activision Blizzard, because again, I think that they, oh, whoops, I accidentally died, but it seems like they don't understand the importance of the little things, the little updates, the little, oh, the zombies are wearing jack-o'-lanterns for, you know, 2 weeks and they occasionally drop a special extra item for you. Or the zombies are wearing Santa hats like they did with Cold War. Something that so simple and small, I think really means a lot more than they think it does. Or, you know, oh, Onslaught, but it's just a little bit faster. Or Onslaught, but every wave is an elite instead. This actually kind of reminds me of Black Ops 4 when they said, you know, they announced like the custom mutations thing and they were talking about how cool it was going to be. I was thinking, oh man, like every week we're going to have a weekly game mode in Black Ops 4. Like maybe one week it'll be, you know, a headshots only mode. Then one week it'll be like a hardcore mode where, you know, you only have like a 2-hit down. One week it'll be like no perks or something like that, you know, some sort of like constant weekly challenge to keep you playing. But they just didn't end up doing that, and that is such a low effort thing to add. It's already in the game. There are even user-friendly tools to do it. You don't even have to program it in. It's already programmed. You just have to stick it in the featured menu and give it its own like queue. I don't know, maybe you guys don't agree with me, but I'm a firm believer that that is really just like what zombies need. Okay, that's a lot of zombies. I am a firm believer that that is just like what zombies needs. It needs those little things, right? We don't just need new maps or new story cutscenes. We need the little things that make it feel like the mode isn't being abandoned, because lots of times... Oh, gold armor. Sweet. And an ether tool. Can you guys get off me for 2 seconds? Thank you. I'm gonna pull out a death machine. I love that. That's awesome. Because lots of times the mode isn't being abandoned. It's just being worked on, and they need more time because of the way that things work now, right? They have to do, you know, more things. They don't have time to just constantly churn out updates all the time. And right, like, that's fine. Just communicate. Usually Sledgehammer and I think Raven Software are the two that are pretty good at communicating. Infinity Ward doesn't even understand what the word communication means. Treyarch is kind of a hit or miss. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. Now, obviously, Onslaught is not the perfect solution. I know I said it was, but I was just trying to get you riled up. There are issues. Obviously, number one, it's simply not round-based. Obviously, yes, the round-based is a better idea than Onslaught, but I think that, again, this is just much, much more feasible. I don't think that MWZ will really be seeing round-based, if I'm going to be totally honest with you. And that's going to upset a lot of people, but I really just don't think it's going to happen. I think that's too many resources and there's too few people. It's going to be crazy grenade. Ah, that was great. So, like, really, it's just, it comes down to, it's not round-based, and Onslaught obviously is kind of lacking in soul and, like, substance. You know, this is kind of like a junk food mode. This is just like when you're bored of playing, you know, D Machina or Dead Ops, you come over here and just kind of, you know, turn off your brain. Which, right, is, like, totally fine. Like, this is fun. Like, yeah, no, it's not, like, you know, a masterpiece. But, like, I'm entertained. I am more entertained than I am playing MWZ. And don't get me wrong, I actually really like MWZ. I think it's an amazing concept, and I think if they would actually, like, you know, put in some effort into, like, improving it and building upon that core idea, I think it could actually turn out to be, like, a really solid mode that I would look back on and could maybe even come back to play in the future because it's so unique. But it really doesn't seem like that's gonna happen. Things are not looking up, and, ooh, I got cornered. Hold on. Here we go, we're on wave 30. We got an elite. Maybe let's kill this guy, then we'll go ahead and call it a match. Hello. Die, please. Thank you. Did you drop anything good? You did drop a triple pack, which is kind of cool. I will not lie. Maybe I'll test it out real quick on just a couple zombies. Oh yeah, that's awesome. I love the feeling of just getting like that gold, fully upgraded gun in Cold War. It's like so nice. And even in MWZ, it's pretty nice too. Oh, we're in the corner. Okay. Maybe I should just make a last stand in the corner. I should just sit in this corner and just not move. Probably not gonna last very long, but you know, it's whatever. Get off of me. Oh yeah, no, we're gonna die to the Hellhound gas. It's over. There it goes. Look at that. I got 1,200 kills. I mean, like that. I don't know how long I've been playing for. Let me look. I've been playing for about 25 minutes and I got 1,200 kills. Like that was so much more high octane, so much more high energy. But yeah, I know there's no chance of anyone like important ever seeing this video, but I think it would be really, really nice if they would just go ahead and do this. And I think in a lot of people's heads it will sound more stupid than it really is, but I think if they actually did it, it really, honest to God, I think it actually would be like, it would like rejuvenate the game mode. But hey, I don't know, maybe I'm just crazy. I do have a lot of interesting hot takes. You'll get to see plenty more in the near future.